From raw slab to finished Maori timber desk, ready for your office. First up, we marked the slab to rough finished dimensions, then we cut it to size using our TS75 Festool track saw. We put the slab onto our wood whiz to get it nice and flat. This removes any cupping or twisting in the slab. We do also offer this as a workshop service if you do have your own slab that you can't level at home. We then ran the slab through our wide belt sander just to clean up any tooling marks from the wood whiz. We used a chisel to clean out the majority of the gum veins, and then from there we used a wire cup brush to remove any of the smaller veins. It's important to seal or tape the underside of the slab to make sure no epoxy leaks during the curing process. We mixed up our casting epoxy and added in some blue and white black diamond pigment to give it a pop of colour. This is one of the more satisfying parts of the job. It's pouring out the epoxy, filling in all of the gum veins, cracks and holes. We then give it a light touch over with our blowtorch just to get rid of any bubbles that have come about during the mixing process. We run the desk back through the wide belt sander just to remove any excess epoxy and get it back to a nice smooth surface, ready for final sanding. We start at 80 grit and sand through 120 and 180 grits, just making sure that there's no sharp bits left on the edges that can catch on clothes or skin. We then start to sand the top with our 80 grit before moving on to 120 and 180 grit prior to oiling. We're using Osmo Polyx oil in the semi-matte for the finish for this project. Osmo is a hard wax oil which combines both waxes and oils, so it gives a nice durable finish. Make sure to stir the Osmo prior to use, as the waxes generally will settle at the bottom. We use a 4mm microfiber roller to ensure even coverage across the desk. This is also one of the quickest ways to apply Osmo to a flat surface. Just make sure to roll in the same direction and starting from left to right or right to left depending on your preference. Generally you don't need to sand in between coats with Osmo, however we like to give it a light hand sand or denib just to remove any dust that settles on the slab during the process. After sanding we give it a light wipe down just to remove any sanding dust prior to applying our second coat of Osmo. The final part to the project is adding the legs. They're really easy to install. Make sure that they're evenly spaced throughout the slab. We used our Cenex impact driver to attach the screws to the top. And there you have it. Our Maori live edge desk is ready for use in the office.